In this episode of X-Twitter Unreal Reels, I'll be showcasing a series of video clips in the range of liberal Democrat hypocrisy. As I have seen many videos of moderately to highly well-known YouTubers speaking on the topic of stupid Democrat dirty tricks and scandals, I would feel the need to step in and give a review of my own on things political where those Democrat hypocrites are concerned. I know them as two-faced, go-nowhere, do-nothing cheaters, and political fiends of the worst sort. So let's begin. At the top of the X-Twitter page here is a user named MemeonOnLibs, who writes, "How fucking stupid do you have to be? Liberal calling MAGA dumb because they voted for a racist, pedophile piece of shit. How stupid do you have to be a Democrat?" Well, let's think about this for a second. Actually, let's watch this clip and then I'll give a response. Here's the clip.
Imagine being such a stupid fucking MAGA cunt that you think voting for a pedophile, a rapist, a misogynist, racist, decrepit old piece of shit is a good idea. How fucking stupid do you have to be?
Well, that was pretty insulting, and I could probably assume she was talking about Trump supporters. That's very disturbing and very troubling. However, moving on. Next up, we have user M.A. Rothman, who writes, "Bill Maher says his 2028 vote is in play. Democrats lost him with Jew hatred and socialism. He also says the cancel culture machine is eating its own moderates." Let's watch it.
To please the left, you have to be this ever-changing, obedient slave to the cancel culture mob. Whatever the current thing is, you must bow down, you must virtue signal, you take orders from whatever demons are possessing them. And this is the reality that has pushed many center-left people closer to the right, including Bill Maher, who had Vice President J.D. Vance on his show, and here he is talking about how he may just vote for J.D. if he runs in 2028 because the left has abandoned him. Watch.
This is where the Democratic Party is going, where this democratic socialist, this obsession with Israel, with the Jew hating, with they don't believe in capitalism, no prisons. If this is where they're going, my vote is in play. Okay. I actually always came to the conclusion that the Democrat was probably better. Sure. And voted for them. Okay. And Trump can't run again, and he'd be a little too exciting for me anyway. So it's either going to be you or Rubio.
He basically just said there that he's not voting for a Democrat, essentially because the Democrats have already left Bill Maher in the dust. I think we should welcome people who have been left in the dust by Democrat policies that are way too far left. And especially with all of the leg up that Democrats have with mail-in voting and illegals, I think he's seen the light, and I think there are probably a lot of voters like him that are like, I don't want to vote for people that usher in illegals and free healthcare and
pretty much everything else that these Democrat wastes of flesh are into these days. I could see why Bill has changed his mind, because he's fed up and pretty much said never again. Next up, we have user named Congressional Leadership Fund that writes, "This is today's Democrat Party. When citizen journalists ask important yet simple questions, liberal staffers melt down, they scream, blast music, and wave signs, and even put hands on people asking questions." Let's watch.
Do you think eating meat is morally wrong? Is this why you're gonna let your people treat me, Manny?
Mrs. Bennett, do you think that people should stop trying to kill the president? Will you condemn fellow Hellcat Kit Conley?
Graham, do you support men and women's prisons?
We have reason to believe that you're a paid political operative here to disrupt this event. For the purposes of safety and public access, we have to deny you entrance.
Howdy, Madam Mayor. Will you release your public schedule to show that you're working for Scranton?
Hey, it's really, really windy. It's really
Mr. Velle, why don't you support voter ID?
windy out here.
Terrorist
Tell me what you are doing today.
to quote-unquote eradicate Western civilization? Do you think Democrats should be emulating the tactics of the blind shake?
Ms. Mendoza, why are Hakeem Jeffries and the Democrats surrendering to the Mamdani wing of the party?
So do you support Gavin Newsom's proposal? Can I get my phone back? Do you support Gavin Newsom's proposal?
Stephanie Shaheen, do you endorse Graham Plattner? Stephanie Shaheen, do you endorse the fellow Democrat Graham Plattner? Matt Dunlap, how do you feel about Graham Plattner saying that he would dominate people through rape?
Yep, just back up a little
Back
bit.
up. Back up. Matt Dunlap, do you think that's acceptable?
People getting in the way of a journalist trying to ask a politician simple questions, and all that happens, that is pretty fucking disturbing, to say the least. Next up, we have user named Cat the Hammer, who writes, a known liberal calling out Mamdani for being a communist. I will give Mayor credit for calling him out instead of towing the Democrat line to not criticize one of their own. Let's watch.
Democrats seem to be having this debate whether or not Mayor Mamdani is a socialist or a democratic socialist. Let me settle it. He's a straight up communist. How do I know this? Well, I'm reading between the lines when one of his major advisors says, elect more communists. Which is fine. It's fine. It's a belief system. He's allowed to believe it, and people are allowed to vote for it. But if liberals deny it, like he's just going through a goth phase...
To Maher, you can argue semantics for the rest of the year. To Gutfeld, the math is simpler. When the people advising the new mayor are openly telling voters to elect more communists, you don't need a translator. You need a mirror. And critics say the most dangerous thing Democrats can do right now is pretend this is just a phase the kids are going through.
It doesn't make me forget that his wife loved October 7th attack on Israel, and that he pals around with...
Come on. Have you had him on the show?
We ask people like that, Ro, they never come.
I'll talk to him. I think
I
he
would
should
love
come.
that. I think he should too.
I think if you come, you have a
I do too. I would love to talk to him.
He's a smart guy, and I think you would find...
I'm not saying he's not a smart guy. He went to the White House.
Yeah.
I mean, he took... He went there, but he can't come here?
Yeah.
This is where Maher stops laughing and starts swinging. To him, this is no longer about taxes or rent control. It's about who someone surrounds himself with and what those people actually believe. And critics say, Mamdani's foreign policy positions have already given Republicans the easiest ammunition they've had in a decade.
Yes, indeed. Something definitely needs to be done about that communist Zoran Mamdani, and I hope Trump gets on his ass because he needs to. And next up, we have Roger Stone being interviewed on what looks like the Benny Johnson show. He writes, if AOC challenges Chuck Schumer for his New York Senate seat, she wins the Democrat primary. The corporate liberal wing of the Democrat Party is finished. He also says the new leaders of that party are Rashida Tlaib, AOC, Ilhan Omar, and that pompous old windbag Bernie Sanders. Let's watch.
I'd be very, very nervous right now because, for example, if AOC challenges Chuck Schumer in New York State for his Senate seat, she will beat him in the Democrat primary. The corporate Democrat wing, the corporate liberal wing of the Democrat Party is finished. The new leaders of that party are Tlaib and AOC and Ilhan Omar and that pompous old windbag Bernie Sanders.
Next up, we have user named Ruthless Podcast, who writes, more socialist candidates are winning, and it's time for the GOP to make them the face of the Democrat Party. Let's watch.
If you have somebody who wants to destroy America, let's have that argument.
100%.
Let's, we can talk about housing bill. We can talk about like all kinds of different shit that's going on. But like, you need to drive a message if you're a Republican.
Get them on the record.
They just provide, if this lady wins tonight and defeats a Democrat, like establishment made woman within the Democratic Party, you have no choice but to take that, what you saw in New York, and if that dude in Michigan, Al Sayed, wins, same thing. Let's have an argument about that. Let's brand it. Do what the Democrats did so successfully against Republicans in the Obama years.
Yep.
Make them the face of that party, because you know what? There's ample evidence to suggest that the Democrats have no leadership capability whatsoever.
None.
And instead of trying to confront the evil from within, they will adopt it.
And yet, another type of thing that the president needs to get on, the slow, gradual infiltration of communists into our leadership areas of the states of this country. And the last post for this video comes from a user named Sean Farash, who writes, their goal is communism. These aren't my words. These are their words. Democratic Socialists of America aren't hiding it anymore. They aren't hiding it behind words like progressive or liberal. They are outright telling us that they are communists. Let's watch.
You can't accuse us of stretching anymore or reaching anymore. This guy with the Democrat Socialists of America is admitting their goal is communism. Watch.
I mean, our goal is liberation. Our goal is communism.
My name is David Jenkins. I'm a lifelong New Yorker, and today I am again calling on the City Council to disband the NYPD's brutal, unnecessary strategic response group and directly divert its funding to any of the public services fellow New Yorkers have called for today.
I'm planning to run for the MPC at convention under the banner of the Libertarian Socialist Caucus. We're a diverse body of libertarian socialists, libertarian Marxists, anarchists, left communists, and other schools of thought within the sort of left wing of socialist movement.
Did I not hear him correctly? Did he not say that, yeah, we run under this libertarian socialist banner, we're Marxist, our goal is communism? It's what he said.
I mean, our goal is liberation. Our goal is communism.
So don't run around here telling me that, oh, you just brand everything you don't like, socialism and communism. You had Caitlin Collins saying Donald Trump is wrong. Democratic socialism isn't communism, except you have a democratic socialist here saying,
I mean, our goal is liberation. Our goal is communism.
Our goal is communism. He's from New York City. He's a Mamdani guy. I'm sure he loves Daria Avila Chevalier. This is not, us reaching or saying, hey, follow along here. This is what it says on the BLM website. And this is what it says in the Democrat Party platform. And reparations is wealth redistribution. And that's a communist principle. No. He's just saying it. He's openly telling you the goal of the Democratic Socialists of America and these libertarian socialists and these Marxists and these hardcore left-wing Democrats is communism.
I mean, our goal is liberation. Our goal is communism.
Hello? It's time to wake up. If you still believe there's a moderate Democrat Party left, that there's any semblance of common sense, that, hey, the Democrats and Republicans can at some point unite around a shared love for America, those days are over. Come to grips with that reality. Wake up.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this X-Twitter Unreal Reels episode for today. That'll about do it for me for now, and I'll see you in the next one. And by the way, like, subscribe, and share.